book lovers, it's Cindy Books today with a new video for you guys, which I think you might enjoy because this is going to be a big one. Get ready. So, I was thinking about putting off my big holiday book haul, but I decided why not, get it over with. I'll post it maybe this week. Yeah. So, I'm going to do that for you guys. I'm going to show you, I do not know how many books there is. I think there's over 25, around 30. I'll count as we go along, you know, in my head. I won't tell you guys. I'll just say after the book haul, like how many there are, just for you guys' pleasure. So, yeah. Let's get started with that with the first book. The first book I ended up getting was 13 Reasons Why by J. Asher. I knew it was J something. I had to look. But I do not know what this is about. I know Sydney, not Sydney Books, my name's Sydney Books. Book Blondie, Sydney, got this whenever we were at Barnes & Noble, and then my stepmom said that she really liked this whenever she read it, so she got it for me to see if I liked it. And so I'll probably, after I read it, we'll do a review on it. It's in my TBR jar, so let's hope I get to read this later on. And I'm really excited to read this. I heard really great reviews about it and how good it is, and I think it's a mystery. I think so. Thriller. That can count as a mystery. But yeah, next book. The next book I got is, whoa, this one is heavy. The Darkest Minds by Alexandria Bracken. And again, I do not know much about this one. I'm going to be going into it blind whenever I do read it. But I know the main character's name is Ruby, because my friend told me. She was like talking about it, but I wasn't really listening. I should have been listening, because it would have made this description so much better. Although it could make the video shorter. So yeah. It's a win-win, guy, or a win-lose. It's a pro and con. Yeah. Darkest Minds. The next book I got is Ediquette and Espionage by Gail Carriger? Yeah, Carriger. And let's be honest, guys. We all have those books where we buy them or put them on our wish list just because the title sounds cool. And on Instagram, there was a tag going around where it's like title buy books. So this is the book I chose. And that's why I put it on my wish list, because the title sounded so cool and I was going to get it at Barnes & Noble. But then they had the rest of the series, but they didn't have this one. So it's like, really? I can't read it if I haven't read the first one yet. Gosh, Barnes & Noble, why you gotta play me like that? But yeah, so I'm super excited because if I like the selection, I'm pretty sure I'm going to like stuff like this. Because you can tell it's like ball gowns and royalty stuff. And I'm a girly person like that. I just am, and I don't want to mess up my hair with the books, so I'm going to kind of keep them far away. Yeah. The next book is, ooh, this one's small and light. This is perfect for if I have limited carriage on a plane or like something like that. I don't know, bad with examples. But The Perks of Being a Wallflower by Stephen Chbosky? Yeah, I'm going to go with that. And I saw the movie and I cried. Okay, usually you guys know I don't cry at books or movies. Well, if I do cry, it's usually at the movie adaptions, and no, I can't say things. It's usually at the books, not the movies, but I cried at the movie, okay? And I know it's weird because I watched the movie before I read the book, but that's before I knew there was a book. I know, shocking. But yeah, and I can't wait to read this. I hope it's as good as the movie. See, the movie character, I got that title in the mail, and I'm super excited to read this and go into it, and yeah. It's so cute. It's so small. Just, ooh. The next thing is 5 books, which is the Underland Chronicles by Suzanne Collins, which I put on my wish list just because I know the author and I like the Hunger Games. I mean, who doesn't like the Hunger Games? It's kind of crazy not to like the Hunger Games. So yeah, so I'm definitely excited to go into these books. I think the first one is Gregor the Overlander, and then the last one is Gregor and the Code of the Claw. But I'm definitely excited to read all of these 5. These are kind of short, so I might marathon them all together, since they're all together at the same time. So yeah, that's a good idea. Comment what you think below, if I should marathon them or like read one at a time and read different books in between reading all of them. So yeah, I'll let you guys decide because I'm very indecisive like that. Yeah. The next book is Room by Emma Donku? I don't know. But I heard really good things about this I read Ariel, I watched Ariel Bissett's video where she mentioned Room. I'm like, wow, that looks really cool. So I put that on my wish list, and I can't wait to read this. It's just, the texture of the book jacket is really cool. Like, if you could feel it. I wish we could have 4D YouTube videos so you can just feel this. It would be amazing because the texture is really cool. I don't know if you can kind of see the texture video. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. You never know. Okay, so we better hurry this up because I have like a whole 4 more bookshelves to go through. So yeah. The next book I got was The Jewel by Amy Ewing, which I figured, wow, this kind of looks like the selection, so let's try it out. So some people said they hated it, like Catty-tastic or Cat-tastic, I don't know. On one of her videos said that this is her least favorite read of the year, and then a bunch of people, like lower booktube channels, were saying they liked it, so I had to read it and decide which team I'm on. It was kind of like All the Boys I Loved Before, because some people liked that and some people didn't, and I ended up being average with it because it was a pretty good book. I just, you know what, I'm not going to talk about that because I want to talk about The Jewel. That there's not much to talk about because I don't really know what it's about. I know it's going to be kind of like the selection, that kind of esque theme kind of thing, but I'm definitely excited to see which team I'm on, good or bad. So the next book I got is Ophelia and the Marvelous Boy, which I read some reviews on Goodreads to kind of get, because I didn't put this one on my wish list. I got this, even though it looks so cool. I'm glad that my stepmom found this, because again, it looks so cool. And I read some reviews on Goodreads about it, and it's supposed to be like they're kind of like British, old-timey in a mystery museum, and I'm kind of excited to read it. I want to see what it's about. It looks like a short read. I can probably read that in a week or two. So yeah, next book. The next thing is the Ruby Red Trilogy by Christian Gear, and this about, I died as soon as I saw this. I was like hyperventilating when I was unpacking the box. I'm like, okay, all these different books, and I saw this in the bottom, and I'm just like, thank you. I will treasure these in my life. You think I treasure my selection series? I am going to like never unwrap these until I read them. Nobody else is allowed to touch these. Okay? Interesting factoid about the Ruby Red series. They were originally in German before they were translated to English. That's pretty much all I know about the books. But I've heard really good things about it, and all my friends are excited that I'm going to be reading the Ruby Red Trilogy. They're like, yes, yes please, you go Sydney. Yeah. All that kind of things. But yeah. Next book. Oh yeah, Book Blondie. Sydney's here. Hi. Sup. But the next book is 1,000 Pieces of You by Claudia Gray. And look at the cover. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. Mm-hmm. It's so pretty. That's pretty much all I know about the book. Yeah. Next book. So the next books are the Summer I Turned Pretty series by Jenny Han, which she's now one of my favorite authors because she wrote All the Boys I Loved Before, and I read her story in My True Love Gave to Me, and I just love the way she writes, so I definitely can't wait to read these books. It's gonna be a read. But look, it's like library binding cover. It's kind of weird. Yeah. I have no idea what it's about, but it looks cool. Rebel Belle by Rachel Hawkins. Now, I mean, doesn't that just look cool? Plus, I've heard really great reviews by booktubers. They all love this, and they all quote from it. And I'm like, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Title book buys.
Yes. That's an inside joke if you guys didn't get that. Yeah. Just, you know. The next book is a beat-up copy of The Giver by Lois Lowry. Now, yeah, I kind of wanted the hardcover Giver Quartet, and I got a paperback beat-up copy of The Giver. Merry Christmas.
And a Happy New Year.
The next books are the Legend Trilogy by Marie Lu. Now, I've already read Legend, so I'm definitely excited to read Prodigy and Champion. And I had fun cramming that into my bookshelf because that one second shelf is really small, and that's where Lu fit under the L's. So thank God I got to move it to the third shelf whenever I added more books. So I'm like, yes, because it was literally crammed in there. Stuck. I could not get it out. Yeah. Little life story for you guys. I'm holding these upside down. Okay, the next few books are the Shatter Me series, and it's like in the little Unite Me novella, which I was very happy to get in the mail because, okay, I heard Shatter Me wasn't as good as the next two, so I'm kind of excited to read the next two and not really Shatter Me. Shatter Me is just like the bad prequel. You know what I mean? You get it? You guys get it, yeah. But yeah, those are those 4 books. Next book. Okay, so this is a little book haul itself. Like those little tower things you do. I have no idea how I'm going to do that at the end of Christmas break. Because, I mean, come on. And so the next few books are the Vampire Academy series by Rochelle Mead. Now, my multiple different covers, can't say colors. The first one is the new cover. The next 2 are the paperback versions of the old cover. And the next 2 are the hardcover versions of the old cover. Do you see my pain? The next book is Big Little Lies by Lane Moriarty, which, let's admit, it's pretty big, pretty tall, and barely fits in my bookcase. That's enough of that book. Next one. The next book is Lola and the Boy Next Door. But you want to see my dilemma? No words. No freaking words. I had to lug these out. I'm just a little girl. I mean, I can't lug all of these. It's the Heroes and Maleficent series. Yeah. That's the Lost Hero series. But they're just so pretty and they look so nice on my bookshelf. And they're by, my friends say they're by Rick Riordan, which read the Percy Jackson series. My childhood. Yeah. Which I can't even find those books thanks to my mother. If you're watching this, you better find those. So the next book is Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell, which just about made my Christmas. I was so happy once I got this in hardcover and pristineness. And I was just like, yes. And that lighting just did some really weird stuff right there, making me look like I was a strawberry. So yeah. But yes, I'm definitely excited to read this. This is going to be a definite in my TBR jar. The next book is The Beginning of Everything by Robin Schneider, which, again, I have no idea what this is about, but I put it on my wish list because it seemed cool. Most of these books, my mom was like, you need more stuff. My mom and dad are like, you need more stuff on your wish list. So I'm like, okay, books, 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 books. If you didn't get it, books. So yeah. The next book is The Spectacular Now by Tim Tharp. Which I hadn't seen the movie yet, but I know it has Shailene Woodley in it, as you can see also from the cover.
And Miles Teller.
And Miles Teller. I was about to say that. But yeah, you know.
It's kind of funny. In that book, they're lovers, and then in Divergent, they're enemies.
Yeah. Kind of like in The Fault in Our Stars, when her and Ansel. Or you guys know the gist. You're book lovers. They're main books. You know about her and Ansel. The next book, it's kind of a funny story by Ned Vizzini. Sorry if I butchered your name. But if I could tell by the cover, which I'm usually kind of good at, I think it's a humor. Like a humor comedy novel. But I have no idea what it's about. I'm going to have to read the blurb on all these books. That would have been smart. Yeah. I'm not smart, you guys. You already know that. And the last and final book is Daughter of Smoke and Bone by Laini Taylor, which it just sounds so mysterious and it sounds so cool. And I just want to read it because, I mean, this is literally the whole blurb. She had been innocent once, a little girl playing with feathers on the floor of a devil's lair. She wasn't innocent now. Ooh, chills. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's just the best. So that's about it for that very long book haul, and I'm going to count these books real quick for you guys. Stay tuned. 42 books. There are freaking 42 books. I am not towering that. I told myself my next book haul, I would tower the books, but I am not towering 42 books. I'm not even going to attempt, because you guys would totally laugh at me after I drop them all, and probably bend them even more than some of them are bent. So yeah. Either way, if you guys enjoyed this book haul, don't forget to like it up and hit subscribe down below. And if you want to see more of my face and random slew of books, then you can go check out my channel. Yeah. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe to Sydney. Yeah. Okay, guys. That's it for now. Bye. I love this little thing. It's cool, right? It's like...
I'm just over here scratching my head and you're blowing the thing and it looks like it's hitting me in the face. Effects.
This is totally not going in there.